What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. We have a matchup today: Usopp versus Nico Robin. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. In my experience playing Nico Robins, it's like I either win pretty decidedly or I lose very ugly. Um, so yeah, really curious to see how it goes. It's kind of like a spectrum of like one or the other, like the far extremes. In my experience playing Nico Robin. Yeah, playing my good friend Gil today. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Nico Robin is a purple straw hat, so can use the Gum Gum Giant. But ultimately, they're gonna. I think it's like the leader has banish as well, and they can on attack they can pitch a card with trigger to ramp Arrested Dawn. But but yeah, it's just tricky to see what will happen. It's just a tough matchup because you need to know when to take life because like when you take life, it's getting banished. So like, but also sometimes it's okay to banish. Don't give like if they swing a big number, like maybe it's better to keep the two Ks in your hand rather than counter out just to save one card. So we're going to play the Leo Searcher, and we're going to be able to grab two. We're a resting leader, so we'll grab the Rebecca and the Frankie. Trying to find stage, we're going to pitch the Adale blocker, and mainly because we have the Frankie, we could bring it back. We're going to look for stage, hopefully we find it, and we don't, but we find King Kong gun, so we're going to grab that. The other two go to the trash, and we pass. So we searched a lot with those two Dawn, and we weren't able to find stage, so we're already kind of behind the 8 ball. He's going to swing 8 life, and this is where he's going to banish it. He banishes my 7-cost Luffy. And then we're going to go to 4 Dawn. We're going to swing 5 life. He takes. It's a trigger Jaguar D Saul, which is a blocker. Then we're tap 4 for a Frankie. I could, if I had stage, I could have popped that Saul right away with the Zoro. It probably would have been the play to do. But we're going to establish the blocker. Actually, probably better to establish the blocker anyways, because he swings a big number with the leader, and we don't want to banish the card. We can kill the Frankie, and then we can bring back the Adale blocker. Which he's going to swing a big number. He's going to swing 7. We have the Adale blocker. We're just going to do that to bring it back. He ramps Arrested Dawn. He's ramped twice, by the way. And he passes, keeping his Jaguar D Saul blocker standing. So we get to keep that Adale blocker. And now we go to 6 Dawn. We can play the Zoro and pop it. You can also just establish the Cavendish. Those are kind of the two plays. Either way, we're probably going to swing 7 to life with leader. So we're going to swing 7 to life. We're going to see if he gives us... He takes, no trigger. Now I think the idea is we're just going to establish the Cavendish blocker. We're going to be able to use that card to hopefully dig a little bit more and find stage. The only thing so far is, it'd be nice to have stage, but all that's really affected so far is us not being able to play that Zoro while keeping tempo of swinging leader. Because we could still play the Zoro, we just rest leader. He, I believe, is at 8 Dawn. He's ramped twice. This would normally be his 6 Dawn turn? No, that doesn't sound right. He swings a big number, and we just give him the Adale blocker. And then now he's going to tap 5 for a Nami pitch card with trigger, and he's going to pop our Cavendish. So still unable to find stage. He has a Nami on board, and he has the Jaguar D Saul. We're going to tap 7 for Rebecca. We're going to draw into another Kyros, so we have 3 Kyros. And the idea here is we're going to play... the Kyros and the Zoro rested, and we're going to tap leader. We're going to pop the Saul and bounce the Nami back to his hand. Now, we did just give him the tools to pop our Zoro again, but you have to pitch another card with trigger, so I guess I'm okay with it. If he does that, the fact that we have the the Kyros on board, I feel okay about. Like, it's not going to completely ruin our plans. If he's doing that on his 10 Dawn turn, rather than playing like a Yamato, I'm okay with that. He swings 5 life. We give him the 2K. And he's going to tap 9 for a Yamato. He doesn't get to heal, but he does get to pop that Zoro. We do get to draw a card. We draw Rebecca Searcher. Then we draw an Adeo. So now we're in an interesting spot. He does have the one standing for probably King Kong, or excuse me, for Gum Gum Giant. We're gonna tap 1 for Rebecca Searcher, fill up our trash more, get closer to activating the King Kong gun. And thinking about what to grab, probably gonna grab either the Frankie or the Adeo blocker. I'm gonna grab the Frankie. We have 9 Dawn standing. We can block her up with Barto or with Adeo. Play the Frankie as well. We're going to swing 5 life with the Rebecca. He gives us 1k. Now we're going to swing 7 life. And he gives us 2k, 1k. Now we swing 9 life. He takes its triggered Bonnie. I think draw 2, trash 1. And then we're going to tap 4, or tap 2 for an Adeo, and then 4 for a Frankie. So we block her up a little bit. He's currently at current life total is 4. So if he plays a Yamato, he can pop our Adeo, and he gets to heal again. He swings 5 life. Probably should give him the Adeo blocker to get rid of. Yeah, that's what we do. We draw 1. We finally draw stage. Whether or not it's worth it at this point is you're gonna tap 9 for another Yamato. Oh, he can't pop the Frankie actually because the Frankie's a 5 cost. So this is a slight mistake where we forget the Usopp leader effect. My Frankie was a 5 cost, so it should be good. It should have been protected. Then he swings into the Rebecca. So yeah, slight mistake. I should know that, but yeah, our current board, we have another Barto blocker, we have a small Rebecca, and we have the Kyros. And I believe King Kong gun is live. I'm going to tap 3. Thinking about whether we want to do it and thinking about what card we're going to do it on. The Kyros might be overkill. Like, we would get those 2. But I want to keep that Kyros for last life. So I think the idea here is we're going to King Kong gun on the Rebecca. Get it up to 8. He's got 4 cards in hand. And one of them is probably Gum Gum Giant. So we're going to buff it up. Get it up to 8. Now we're going to put some extra Dawn on it. We put an extra 3, so we're gonna get it to 11. So he's gonna just take both of them. One's a Beji, so my Kyros can attack, and the other one no trigger. So now that kind of puts foils our plan of going for game this turn, where we're about to swing 13 per game, but we can't establish the Frankie blocker. Or we're gonna swing 5 life. We're gonna swing 9 for game, but he probably has a King Kong or Gum Gum Giant. We tap 1 for stage, just get it out there, and then tap 3 for Bartolomeo blocker. Maybe it would have been better to establish the Frankie. I think playing stage at this point really doesn't do that much for us. He swings. We're gonna block with the Barto to draw. Oh, he plays the Yamato to pop. He swings into the Rebecca with one of his Yamatos. He swings 5 life. We give him the counter. Again, he still has 1 standing. He's healed once. We're going to tap 1 for Adeo or Leo Searcher. We're looking for a King Kong gun. We're going to find one. We can also grab a 2K. So now thinking about how we want to go about doing this. I'm going to swing 9 life. We have 4 Standing Dawn, 5 Standing Dawn. Got a big hero swing coming. He's going to King Kong or Gum Gum Giant, pitch an ace, and then give us an extra 1k counter. Now we're going to swing 9 life. And at this point, he pops our Bartolomeo. We're about to King Kong gun and swing a big number for game there with Bartolomeo. It would have been like around a 3 plus. It would have been like an 11k swing for game with like him having like 3 cards in hand and no Standing Dawn. And now we're going to tap 4 for a Frankie. And we're going to pass. We're not in a great spot. He has 3 big swings. And we don't have a ton of cards in hand. We only have 2. We have 2 2Ks. So he's going to swing 9 life. And I'm thinking about how to do this. I'm scared for sure because if I could block with this, then he's going to have 3 swings, and again, not a ton of cards in hand. So we're just going to use the Frankie to draw a card. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the Rebecca, and we're going to hope we can find another 2K. We do find a 2K, so now we have 3 2Ks in hand. We could, in theory, counter out of a 10K swing. His Yamatos are swinging 9. Plus, we don't know what cards are coming out of life. He swings 9 into the Kyros, and then 9 into the Kyros again. And at this point, I'm just going to counter out. Now he swings 5 into the Rebecca to clear it, and he's going to tap 10 for an ace, heal 1, and then swing 10 into the Kyros, and we'll give him the last 2K. So now we're in a spot where we're able to survive. I was a little bit nervous there. I think maybe if we push this for a game. I mean, we did have the 3 2Ks probably is enough to help us, depending on what's in our life. I'm going to swing 9 life. He takes. Trigger Frankie gets to draw a card. And then now what we're going to do is we're just going to swing 15 game. So yeah, very interesting game. Again, it got a little cyclical. It got a little scary there at the end. He got some lucky triggers, but also Robin plays a ton of triggers, so it's not really lucky. It's kind of how the deck's designed. Because like that Nami popping the Bartolomeo, that Beji making my Kyros can attack, that definitely hurt and definitely made us vulnerable. But again, that's how his deck's designed. So yeah. So yeah, a game that I felt like I was in control of for most part, but then kept getting like these setbacks a little bit. We're able to battle through. And yeah, credit to my opponent, played it really well. Really close there at the end, and we're able to get the dub. So let me know in the comments anything I could do differently. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you next time.